as well.
I thought you was going to class in the morning.
Well, that's why I said I have my class from 10 to 10:45.
Oh, because she's leaving at 9.
Well, that's when nobody told me anything.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. There we go. We're getting on here. Hi, Brady.
You are going to spill paint all over yourself. Put that down.
Hi, Harper.
I'm bringing you. You can unmute and take your picture off.
What the? Casey, just says Hopper, not Hopper and Hayden. Okay.
Hi, Hayden. Are you on here too? Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Harper and Hayden. And Brady. You guys got your paints ready for today? You definitely need white. You need white and one other color.
White.
Here, I'm going to have you put this t-shirt on over top so you.
White and one other color. Well, this won't come in handy, right?
Do you want to put the other purple one on over your shirt, Hayden, or are you okay? They're both yours.
Million.
You too, sweetheart. I'll talk to you.
Million.
Have fun at your dance.
Okay.
All right. You guys got your paints ready? Hello, everybody. Come on, we're jumping in. Everybody's jumping on. You're gonna need your paints. You need white and one other color. You're gonna need a paintbrush. Hi, Yvette. You're gonna need something to pour your paint in, to mix your paint in.
There you go.
Hi. You're gonna need your black Sharpie and some paper.
Oh, we have paint.
Yeah, she's saying paintbrushes.
Yes, you're gonna need paint. You're gonna need white and one other color. White paint and one other color.
I want to know anything first. It's
Doesn't say.
resources that were available to them to do it, and
Hi, everybody, jumping in.
It's
Hi.
just a little tiny corner.
No. Yes. No, we're good.
Okay, paint, not this.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody jumping in here. We are making sure that we have our a piece of paper.
Can I use black and white?
Hold on just a second. We are, yes, you can use black and white paint. Is that what you're asking? Yes, you can. One of your paint colors needs to be white, but the other one, it does not matter. You can choose any other color to do with the white. So you're going to need your paper. Oh, and you know what? You're also going to need your scissors. Does everybody have a pair of scissors? They're not completely necessary, but you do need to get your scissors. Let me get that.
You know they are, right? Anthony Dickens. Still got your rainbow, John.
I know. I haven't even had a chance to take them off in the house.
Now it says
So you're gonna need your scissors, not
That's it.
necessary. So if you don't have scissors ready, you don't absolutely
No,
have to
you're
have
right.
them, but you do need your paints. So definitely white, we need white today. And any other color that you'd like to mix with white, just one other color though, okay? So if I choose pink, I'll do pink. If I choose purple, I'll do purple. If you choose blue, you can do blue. So we have our paper and our white paint and one other color paint. Something to mix your paints in. I have a little paint tray, but if you have just a paper plate, that's totally fine.
That's what that's.
We need our black Sharpie markers. Yeah, we're using dangerous Sharpies today. You may want a pencil if you'd like to draw with the pencil and then trace over your lines with Sharpie. That's great. And you're gonna need a paintbrush and you're gonna need your scissors. We aren't gonna end up cutting our paper today. It's gonna be awesome. Waiting for a bunch of different people to jump in here. We've got a couple of people, different ones here and there and everywhere.
This is much different. This is much different than my first grade art class.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, 'cause, you know, every art teacher's different because we all kind of like different kinds of things. And we all have bunches and bunches of ideas. So we got a lot to do, okay? We got a lot of painting, a lot of fun things to learn about. We just all have a good time. Hi, Caroline. I have Amy joining me today. Amy's doing our art project with us today too.
Does she open the color thing, or did you say something about watercolors?
So everybody needs to make sure you have your supplies ready. We have our paper, a pencil if you want it, and definitely your black Sharpies. Then you need paint, white paint, and one other color. Something to mix your paint in. I have a little paint tray here. You can use a paper plate if that's what you got. And a paintbrush, of course. And some scissors. We're gonna cut our paper up in just a minute. Okay? Hi, Harrison.
You're on mute.
All right, I'm gonna give it just another minute or two to see if anybody's signing in here late. And then we will get started. Hi, Nate.
Hi. Are we going to paint? Well, yeah.
Let's wait and see.
We are going to be painting at the end. We're going to do a little bit of drawing first, and then we're going to paint. Hi, Miss Tammy. How are you? Hi, Jada. All right, my friends. We are going to be starting out with our paper. And let me show you what our final project today is going to be. We are going to be learning a little bit about lines and how to make some patterns.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Be quiet if you're gonna be over here.
Well, all right, everybody, you need to mute. Put your mute buttons on, go down to the bottom of your screen and all the way to the left.
Why am I not?
And click that little microphone so that you can mute while I give the directions, okay? So we are going to be working with line patterns today, lots of lines, and paint mixing. And we are going to be making a flower in the corner of our paper with different color, with different line patterns in the petals. And then we're going to be painting with our one color paint and adding white. So we get different values of our paint all the way around the edges. So our final project is going to actually look like a little bit like this. Yours is hopefully going to look different from mine, but it's going to be really fun to make. and really pretty when we're done, okay? So let's
I
get
chose-
started.
I chose black and white because I like zebras.
Okay, we're gonna do black and white with our line patterns, and then yes, you can do black and white and get values of gray on your painting part. So one thing we wanna do, sometimes we like normal paper and sometimes we want something to look a little bit different. So today we're gonna make our paper into a square. So you're gonna take your regular size piece of paper here, and you're gonna take one corner and fold that corner all the way down until it comes to the bottom. So you're gonna have a really weird looking triangle. You're gonna bring this corner all the way to the other edge, and you're going to crease your paper, okay? You're gonna make a fold right there, and you're going to crease your paper. So bring that fold, that corner all the way down to the edge, and crease your paper so you have a really weird looking triangle. It kind of looks like it's got a little tail sticking out here now. So we folded our paper from this corner down to the other edge, and we put a little crease in it. It doesn't have to be real sharp, but it looks like we have a little paper airplane or something with a tail sticking out now, right? So what we want to do now is take our scissors and cut this line right here. We want to cut this tail off. Okay, so you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut right up against this fold so that we have a folded triangle here. So take your scissors and cut this edge of the paper off. Okay. So now you should have a triangle folded like this. Everybody getting that great? Yeah, I'm gonna do Amy's. Amy ran out on me, so let me do Amy's really quick so she can catch up. When she comes back. So again, you're gonna fold that paper right down, and then you're going to cut right up against that fold. You're gonna cut up that edge. So you're cutting that little tail off. So now you should have two pieces like this. One is your folded rectangle, and then this one you can just get rid of. So when you unfold your triangle, you're gonna have one square piece of paper now. Okay, so our paper is gonna be square. So this is gonna give our composition, our art piece, a little bit different look. Sometimes we do all our art on the same size paper, and it starts to look kind of the same sometimes. So today we're going to be working on a square piece of paper. So does everybody have your square piece of paper? If you didn't cut this, if you didn't fold and cut it, and you want to paint directly on a regular piece of paper, that's totally fine. Nate, you have a question?
Yes. So we are supposed to fold it from this point to this point?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
No, not corner to corner. You're going to fold the corner down to the bottom until it meets the bottom. So it's actually going to look like that. So your corner is going to come down to the bottom of your page, and you're going to have a little bit of a excess down here.
All right. Like this?
Yep. Yes, and then cut that extra off. Cut that rectangle off. All right, now here comes a really fun thing. Let's find something circle to trace. So do you have a cup nearby, or the bottom of your water bottle, or a toilet paper tube, or paper towels, or a roll of tape? Something circular. I want you guys to go find something circle to trace. Okay, it's kind of like a scavenger hunt. You got a Tupperware bowl somewhere. Sometimes it doesn't need to be really big, because of course we're just gonna put it on the corner of the paper, but something about the size of a cup.
Hey, teacher.
Yes.
We're really late.
You're really late?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, jump on in here. We took our piece of paper and we folded this corner down, I know it's kind of hard to see, to meet the edge down here. And we folded it into a little, like a weird triangle like, and then we cut this tail part off. Okay, so get your paper and fold it like this, cut the tail part off. All right, so you're gonna take your paper and fold it and cut this rectangle part off. So you're gonna have cut off that extra edge back there. And then when you unfold your paper, you're gonna have a nice square. Okay, and then we're going to find something circle. Harrison, what have you got? Jonah, I see you've got something to circle that to trace. Yeah, toilet paper tube. Harrison's got, is that a bowl? Good, I found Amy's water bottle. I'm gonna trace the bottom of her water bottle. What else did everybody find? I'm trying to scroll through and see everybody's. Yep, somebody's got a coffee cup or and a candle. Good. Avette's got a cup. Hank's got a bowl. Sarah's got her paint. Good. Isaiah's got a Mountain Dew can. Good. Anything circle. All right, so now we're going to get to tracing. So with your pencil, or if you just want to go straight on and color and draw with your Sharpie, you're going to put your circle thing right on the corner of your square, right on the corner of your square. And you are going to trace the circle right on the edge of your corner of your square. So it's going to end up looking like that. So it's kind of going to go right off the edge because of the way the circle is, but that's going to become the center of our flower, okay, the middle part. So we're going to start out by tracing your circle right on the corner of your paper. It can go right off the corner. You don't need a complete circle for this one, okay?
I am going to use Sharpie first.
Okay, you can start with Sharpie. That's fine. Just be aware that you may get a little bit of Sharpie on whatever you're tracing. So be careful with that. If you'd rather draw it with a pencil first so you can erase it, that's a good idea too. But if you feel confident, you can go right ahead and draw with the Sharpie first. I do it with a Sharpie because I do these all day long. And also so you can see them being easier. You can go ahead and unfold your paper into a square too, Nate. Yeah, we're gonna have it all, a whole big square we're gonna be drawing on. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is put a few more lines inside this part of the circle. Maybe make a, not quite like a rainbow, but we're going to draw a few more circle lines that kind of look like a rainbow for our center part of our circle for the flower. Yes, you don't need to trace these.
Well, we could just move a cup back and make it look like it's something smaller.
You can, but I think you guys are good enough to kind of be able to draw these pretty well. We just wanted to trace something to get us started to have our lines. Now, we're going to draw the flower petals. And we only need a few because again, our flower is kind of peeping in off the side of our paper. So what you're going to do is from this part, the center part of your flower, you're going to draw a flower petal right up and off the middle of it. And then we're going to draw enough over here and enough over here to go right off the edge of our page. And your flower petals do not have to be oval like mine. Some flower petals kind of come to a point. Some flower petals look more circular. That's okay. However you want to draw your flower petals, you need to draw them really big though, so that we have space to put our line patterns inside.
Is this good?
Yes, that's great. We're going to put some line patterns there too. So we're just drawing the outline of our flower now, the center part of our circle, and the outline of our flower petals. So you want to get at least 3 or 4 flower petals around the outer edge of your flower.
Like this?
Yes, you're doing great.
Like this?
Yes. Yeah, Nate, they might want to be a little bit bigger. So since you've done you have left some space in between, let me show you something cool that you can do. you can draw a bigger flower petal around them, and it will look like you have a center for the flowers. Look here. See how Miss Jen did that? Yeah. So you guys can do that. See, we didn't really make any mistakes here. We can add to our flower, right? So you should have the circle part on the corner here with a few little extra rainbow lines, and then 3 or 4 more petals around the outer edge of your flower. Good.
You know what I did?
Let me see, Harrison.
I did this.
Good. All right, good. Keep going, guys. Let me see. I'm scrolling through. Good. Let's see. Yvette, I see yours. All right. Now you guys need to look at the screen. I'm going to share. Sarah, I see yours. That looks good. I'm going to share my screen now. Hopefully it works. And I'm going to show you some line patterns, some examples of repeating patterns. Yes, Nate?
Can I just point out that my name or my last name is the same as Harrison's?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's share this. Let's share my screen and let's see if we can show you these examples of lines. Do you see examples of lines here? Can you see lots of lines?
Yes.
Definitely.
Good. So these are just some examples of some patterns. Patterns is just simply something that repeats. Have you guys ever learned about patterns in school?
Of course.
Yeah,
I learned that in
hope
like
so.
kindergarten.
Yeah, well, patterns can be, they can be kind of, you can have repeating patterns of anything. You can have repeating patterns of colors. It could be red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. That's a pattern. Or you could have repeating patterns of shapes. It could be circle, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle. Well, we're going to look at these repeating patterns using different types of lines. Okay, so we can have straight lines, diagonal lines, curvy lines, wavy lines. We can have little repeating patterns of circle dots. Some of them look like bricks. Some of them look like raindrops. What else do you see on that page?
Lines. Lots of
Lots of
lines.
lines. What do those patterns look like?
That go like trees or something.
I see waves.
Some look like waves.
I
I
see
see
trees.
straight lines.
I see
There's
some
one
look like
like a
mermaid
spider's
scales.
nest.
Huh? I think these, do you guys see my cursor? I think these look like little kitty cat ears. Don't you think?
No,
they-
you know what I think they look like?
What?
They look like radio signals or something.
Oh yeah, like
Or like-
static or something, yes.
Or like
You
a
are right.
reptile's like skin.
This one kind of looks like barbed wire a little bit to me. Have you ever seen a barbed wire fence?
I have a question.
Yeah?
I got up by one. Where are we supposed to be putting all this stuff? Like all this white and black stuff?
I'm getting ready to tell you. I'm getting ready to tell you. All right, so this is this is what we're gonna do. Let me pull back over here. I'll put that back up again in a minute. So now, each one of the sections that we drew, you didn't have to do the middle part of the flower. I did not do middle parts of the flower on my example here. But each part of your section, see my little rainbow lines in mine? You are going to put a pattern in, and then every now and then you can leave one blank. Okay? So pick a repeating pattern. I just did straight lines, and then I did circles and filled in the circle background there for my corner of my flower here. So you're going to put a pattern in each one of the sections that we drew on the center of our flower. Okay, and you're going to color them in with Sharpie. All right, so you can make some thick lines for variety. See how thick my line is here? It's a lot thicker than some of the others. And then you're going to draw a repeating pattern of a line inside your sections of your flower. The center of your flower, you're going to put a repeating pattern of lines in each section. So what repeating pattern do you think I should put in my middle part here? Maybe I
Right.
want to do wavy lines. Remember we saw some that looked like waves? So let Miss Jen put some wavy lines in a repeating pattern here, and I'll show you what we're doing. You see my repeating pattern I've started?
Mhm.
Yep, so you guys do the same thing. You got to copy that pattern as many times as it takes to go all the way, fill up that whole space, okay? And you're going to do it with your Sharpie or your pencil, and then you can trace your pencil with your Sharpie.
Is it okay if we do like 3 lines
Yes,
going
you can
from
do
left side?
whatever type of repeating pattern you want. And then if you want to make a variety of your line, you can make your line a lot thicker by coloring over it a couple of times. Let me do that for this section here. And I'll show you a little bit of a different variety of a thickness of line. So we're putting lots of patterns in here and lots of variety with our lines. See how I made this line a lot thicker? I just colored over it like twice. So I made it a lot thicker and it gives me a nice variety from the other one. So let's put, and you can leave 1 or 2 of these blank. If you did several of them, you can leave a couple sections blank for a little bit of white. That's okay too. Now, once you finish with the inside of your flower, the rings.
I've done
yes. You have a question?
Yes. Does this look good?
Yes, it does. That's a great repeating pattern. I would do another one on the outer ring too.
Okay,
do another pattern. Fill them up.
Can you put up the lines again?
Yes, I just want to show you guys this little repeating pattern. Look, I did this one and this one. So the inside rings of your center of your flower can have different patterns in each section. Okay?
Okay.
And yes, I will put up the other thing. There it is. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So there's some ideas. Now you're going to fill up each flower petal with a different pattern too. Okay, you see how I did a different pattern and filled up the whole flower petal. I drew them bigger. So I filled up each flower petal. I did this one with little swirly whirls. I did this one with little, it looks like a checkerboard. This one was just curved lines and polka dots. And then this one was curved lines. This one kind of looked like barbed wire a little bit. But each one of your flower petals, you need to put a different pattern in each one. So this is our variety. We love to use variety in our artwork because it gives the people that look at it something to look at, something cool.
What's a flower petal?
The flower petal are the petals that go around your flower.
Do you mean like an oval or something?
Yeah, they kind of look like ovals.
Okay.
They kind of come right off the edge of your, can you guys see me too, as well as sharing the screen?
Yeah.
See how our circle part's here and then our flower petals just go woo, kind of like woo. But they don't have to look like exactly like this. If you want your flower petals to be a little pointy, I have some flower petals that can go out like this and get like look like a lemon or something. They can be pointy on the edge. Like that. Flower petals can look like that too. Lots of different ways to draw flower petals.
Yeah, those are the two.
So you can say, excuse me, teacher.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Look.
Maybe she
I'm finished.
Okay. Did you trace it all with the Sharpies? Have you done it all with the Sharpies?
I did it just straight up Sharpie.
You just started and went right with it, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Be brave, be confident. Just go on.
I did
Yeah,
that
that's what
because
I
I
did
have
too.
plastic under it.
All right, let me see. Hold it up there. Everybody hold yours up if you're done. Let me see them.
I have gotten one.
Keep going. I'm looking. All right, Nate, I see yours. Hunter, put some more patterns in there, Hunter. You need some more patterns. Is that Jason in there?
You like
I'm
mine?
going through zigzags.
Emma.
Do you like mine?
Let me see. Hold on. I'm scrolling through everybody's. Yes. Good. Everybody's looks good. Yep. You guys are doing good. Good job on putting those and looking at the patterns. We love using patterns in our artwork. Repetition is one of the vocabulary words that you can use as a smart artist. Does everybody know what repetition means?
When you do something over and over.
Right, and that's what we're doing. These patterns are repetition, but we are ending up with variety because we're doing different patterns in each section. So we've
Look,
got
I finished
everything going on here. We got lots and lots of things going on here today. Fun,
Do you like
fun
it?
times.
Can we make the inside of our flowers colorful?
Yeah, you can make that part oval. That's no problem.
Can I do multiple patterns on the same like petal?
You can do a different pattern in each section.
Oh.
So if you did the interior, if you did the small petal inside the big petal, then yes, you can do two different patterns inside.
I did like 3. Like I did triangles, circles, and triangles
okay.
within triangles.
Yeah, you can do each section different. Sure.
Triple triangle.
It's getting late and I have to go home soon, I think.
All right, we're getting ready to talk about the painting part, okay? So we are going to finish drawing all of our patterns in our leaves, our petals for our flower. Do all the petals. And then we're going to paint out here. Now, this is going to be a little bit color mixing, but we're only using one color. So in order to get this, it's a different value. See how it's kind of darker, closer to my flower? And then each section gets a little bit lighter and a little bit lighter all the way out there. So we're going to talk about mixing our paint to get this. Keep working. I want you to make sure that all of your petals are filled up with your patterns and you finished drawing your flower. So if you're still working on drawing this part, keep working here, okay, while I'm talking about the paint mixing. Because you got to finish this part before you put wet paint on here, because you can't go back with the Sharpie and get in wet paint. I guess you can go back later after it's dry, but we want to make sure that we get all of this kind of stuff done. So
Do you like my second one?
You did another one?
Mm-hmm.
You're super fast. Yes, keep working all those patterns. You guys are doing really good. Is everybody kind of done drawing their flowers or close to it?
Not really.
All right, hold them up to the cameras. Let me see. I don't want to move too fast. All right, Caroline. Yeah, you're close. Jada, you're close. Oh, you did little heart flower petals. That looks good. Avette, you're almost done. Yeah. Okay, keep working. I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes. Sarah, you're done. That looks good. All right, I'm going to give you guys another couple of minutes, okay? So we'll just wait for everybody to kind of catch up. Now I'm going to leave the line patterns up here on the screen. Then we'll talk about the painting part. Okay, good, guys. Good. Jason, is that you holding that up or your sister? All right, keep working, okay? You guys are doing great. I'm gonna let everybody have a chance to kind of get finished because you guys are really, really close to finishing your flower petals, your repeating patterns, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm almost done. You want to see my third one?
You guys are having fun with this, huh? Good. All right. So this is how we are going to mix our paint. If you have your paint tray or if you have your just a paper plate, it's totally fine. I'm gonna switch back over here now. Let's stop sharing. Whoops. Stop sharing. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna switch over. Your paint tray. The way we make our different values of our color is we start with our dark color. So I'm going to use, I guess this is, oh, this is pink. I haven't even opened this one yet. I thought it was open. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second.
I'm not done yet. I am done my third one.
That's okay. Keep going. Keep working.
I said I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I said third. I meant fourth. All right, I'm gonna go get a trial. So, what color would you like us to use?
You may use any one color, okay?
Okay,
One
blue.
color. Blue is
my favorite
great.
color.
I use blue for my example. So you're going to pour your paint into your
That's
paint
wet.
tray, your solid color here, okay? So I'm using this wild pink here. It is kind of wild. It looks like hot pink. All right. And we are going to paint the solid color around the outer edge of our flower. So this is just my example. So I didn't finish on here. This is my example. I'm going to take pink and I'm going to go right one line all the way around the outer edges of each flower petal.
Okay, do you want it
just
to
the
be
solid
like,
pink or whatever your color is?
do you want it to be like a thicker line or a smaller line?
That's up to you. You can add however much paint you need to add on there.
I'm gonna go like a thinner one.
Okay, that's fine. Just kind of be careful going in between your flower petals, okay? So see how I'm adding one line, it's pretty thick, of my solid color pink, and I'm gonna go all the way around all of my flower petals.
I'm gonna try and get a little bit of this paint off so it doesn't blob.
So it doesn't blob. That's okay.
Blob.
And it doesn't all have to be, you know, perfectly perfect. If you get it thicker in one part, that's okay. Gives it a little bit of variety here.
Ooh, that's a nice stroke.
This is a wild pink. I'm kind of glad I picked this pink. I use like a teal blue for my example, my finished product, but I'm really liking this wild pink here. It's almost like a wild strawberry kind of color. So you go right around the edge of all the flower petals with that dark, dark color. Okay.
Alrighty. Are we like planning to paint a sky or something?
Nope. Just follow along. Don't get too far ahead of me.
I'm super bad at stuff.
Harrison, can you close that? So you can see the directions here.
We make a sky.
No, we don't need a sky. We're going to be painting this part and adding different different layers of paint. Okay, so now we're going to get another value of our paint. We're going to add some white to, all right, so we have our paint right here, our pure color, right? We just painted one whole line. Now we're going to take some white and we're going to add a little bit of white to that paint or whatever your solid color is, and you're going to mix it. Okay.
But I haven't finished my painting everything else.
We don't need to paint everything else. All you have to do is paint this one line around the flower petals. Okay, one line around the flower petals with your solid color.
Like this.
Then you're going to add some white. Maybe a couple drops of white to this paint.
So we're gonna mix it, right?
Yep, you're mixing white into the paint. And then you're going to paint your next layer of this little bit lighter color here. You're going to go right around the edge of what you just painted. And I know it's kind of, it might be kind of hard for you to see now because the colors are a little bit close, but there is a little bit of difference since you added the white. You see how I'm going? I know it's kind of hard to see. So I'm going around with another layer now on the outer edge of that with this lighter pink, paint, because I started using this pink color, so I keep saying pink. You have green or blue or purple or whatever.
A bit of the white to the black paint.
Yeah, you just add a little bit of white this time to your color, and then you're going to do a layer of this lighter value all the way around the edge of that. Okay, you see how we got 2 layers. I know it's kind of hard to see on the computer screen, but we added white to our solid color and we got a little bit lighter value.
Stir it in.
Shouldn't we wait? Never mind.
Here, take more white. Okay. Right, and so it should be just slightly lighter.
So who can guess what we're going to do next for the next layer?
Dinner.
We're going to add some more white to that same color you just mixed. So we got a little bit lighter color now. We're just going to add more white. Okay, we're going to add another couple of drops of white to that and mix it so it's even lighter this time.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yes.
When it all like is hard and it is done, it will the colors like go around a little bit more and have it like spread around a little bit more?
No, we're going to leave them with different lines. Of course, since this is your artwork, you can do whatever you want to with your final product. If you want to go in and add, you know, some more color or something like that, you are more than welcome to do that.
So we're going to put more white on.
Showing you guys how to do, yep, you're going to add more white to that same value. Don't go back to the original color. We're adding white to the lighter color we just made. And we're going around and making another layer. I know it's kind of hard to see on the computer.
My lighter color is my original color.
I've got 3 values now. We did the original color, added a little bit of white, took that color and added a little bit of white. So it's getting lighter and lighter as it gets out toward the edge of our paper.
My little like paint slabber looks like a skunk or something, like a white striped skunk.
Yours does?
That's kind of what mine looks like too.
Yeah, my little like main paint splatter.
Can I
That's
show
okay.
you mine?
Let me see, Sarah.
I'm all done.
Yes, you did it exactly right. You just keep adding more and more white. So if we're going to do another layer if you have space to do another layer, you're going to take that lighter value now and you're going to add more white and you're going to mix that and make it really light this time. So we've got lots of lighter values going on here.
Get the black. don't get the black because it'll be.
I have a question.
Yes.
So we're basically like making lines of lighter and lighter blue.
Yes. Until we get all the way out to the edge of your paper. So you can keep mixing more white in with your paint until you run out of room, basically.
And you don't want to go out to the edges where the black is because that will make it darker again. Okay, you want to stay in the middle.
You know, it's starting to look more gray than light black because gray really is like black.
That's okay. I like gray. Gray is cool. It's a value. We don't always have to use like colors that we think other people would like. We can just use whatever we want to because this is our artwork. So just keep adding white and you get lighter values each time you mix your paint until you go right off the edge of your paper there. Can you see where my values kept getting lighter and lighter and lighter? It's kind of, I don't know why it looks purple as a shadow on there.
I think I added too much white to the first layer, not knowing that we were gonna do this.
That's okay. Just keep working with that. Go with that. You might find that you like it better.
This is starting to get more and more boring as we go along.
More
It's
and more
getting
boring. It's like a repetition of lines. We have repeating line patterns in our flower, and now we have repeating line patterns on the background.
I know it's getting lighter and lighter, but it's also
No.
getting-
What is this, Jackson?
Here, do you want some more white? Make it even lighter.
more whites.
And try not to mix the outer part where the black is because that will, because you're trying to actually make each one lighter. Try only mix it in the.
Hey, I have a question. Why do we not just make a bunch of blue, put more and more white in it each time? Instead of having it like lighter in one spot and in this part and
Okay, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's what we did. We did each
See,
layer here. We did another line because it's a repeating line pattern.
Edges.
So we add each layer of
Make it
lighter,
in there a bit.
Yeah, so you want it to be lighter.
Yeah, you want it to get lighter and lighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me the white. Give me the white. Make it look more gray than what it actually is.
oh, that's a nice blue. It's a really nice blue.
All of the paint.
Okay, and just kind of keep it in the center there. Otherwise, yeah, because you don't want it to get darker, you want it to get lighter. And so if you're pulling the black paint back into it, it will get dark again.
Yeah, that's okay. If you're using black, you can just keep adding more white to each value that you have. I got paint on my table. How many of you guys have made a mess already?
Not me.
I've made so much mess painting.
Eden?
I had to literally scrape it off a couple of days ago.
I am very neat when it comes to paint.
Well, good. I'm
I
We have barely
Seen
splattered
artists.
anything.
I put my paper under
Try
my
to-
sketchbook when I
Pick
get on
this
the
up.
computer.
That's good. Good,
Stay in
Jada.
the
You got a little innovative there.
Lighter and lighter. Okay, if you pull the
All right,
black
you guys, let me see what you've come up with. I want to hold it up and let me see. I'm gonna scroll through the screens up here. I want to see your flowers. Isaiah, bright. Jada, you're working just right. Good. Keep working that. I love those heart flower petals.
I also
Is
made
that Jonah? Is that on Jonah's? You're using pink like me. We
Look at
are
this.
the same. Caroline, I
this.
love that you chose that green. Harrison, I love that gray. The grays look great. They come all the way out to the edge and get whiter and lighter. Good.
I also
That's exactly what I want.
Good.
All of the paint. Give me it.
Who is that on Zoe? Are you showing me what you're doing? Yeah, you use pink like me too. Good, yeah, and your flower looks really good. I like your variety in your petals.
You like mine?
I do. Yes. Yep, it looks very nice. Aren't these kind of cool? I think they just look cool. And I like it that we used square paper. It makes them just kind of something different and it kind of catches your eye. All right, my friends, this was our last art class together. I am so sad that I am not going to see y'all next Friday. I've been looking forward to this for so many weeks every Friday. But I've talked to Miss Nicole out at Second Stage, and they are probably going to do a spring session of art classes online. So make sure that your grown-ups keep watching and see if they post something so you guys can sign up for that spring class with me. That would be so cool. We could do lots of fun things. You guys have been amazing artists. I have enjoyed working with you so much.
To be honest, I thought it ended last week.
Oh, well, surprise. All right, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope everyone stays safe.
Bye.
I just think you guys are
Bye.
wonderful. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Mine.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
The
Hayden.
closer it is to my
Bye. 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 Bye.